Go live. All right. We are live. We are live here on Siargao Island. How's everybody doing? Let me double check everything. All right, let me turn that down. All right. Got to check everything. You never know. There could be a bug in the system. And the last time I did a live. Forgive me. I just received my breakfast about five minutes ago. And I don't mean to be rude, but I'm hungry. How's everybody doing? Bruce, how are you? Nobody can deny that there are a lot of beautiful women in AC. They seem to collect there more than most other places. Yeah, true. We'll get into it. A little bit more people come in and we'll talk about it. We'll talk about vacationing there. What led me to this video, why I wanted to do this video. Duncan Rogers. We'll never know until we visit. Seems like a single man's destination going by YouTube, etc. Yes, true. Well, yes and no. Yes and no. I heard STD and HIV cases are skyrocketing over there. Also, the scams and crime are increasing in Anglais City. Well, I don't know about the STDs and HIV and all that. Couldn't tell you. I don't monitor that. I do know my time there, and this is just me. Or maybe it's just because I was there so long, paying attention more. I think crime's everywhere. I think crime is everywhere, no matter where you go in this world. States, Philippines, Thailand, Germany, Canada, wherever you go. But, you know, it seems like, especially during the burr season, crime goes up. Let's just say that. We were a victim of crime twice when we lived there. One time when our store got robbed. One time when a guy pulled a knife on my wife. So yeah, it's everywhere though. Good morning, Mike. How is Mike? Our Philippines journey. MMB. Hello, sir, ma'am. Ricky USA. How are you doing today, Arturo? How is Arturo? Good morning, Brian. How are you? How is Louisa feeling? Hope feeling better. Yes. Louis had her wisdom tooth pulled out, and like the next day she was. I mean, the day she had it done, of course she was sore. But the next day she was up. She did take it easy for a couple of days, but she's doing fine. Like no pain. Gone. It's gone. Yeah. Yeah, where are we at? Let me stop my camera so you don't have to watch me chew my food. Good morning, my friend. Lawson's Adventures. How are you guys doing? Brandon says, I started my own channel here in Cebu City. It's more fun here. Drinking lots of Trump 45. I meant Colt 45 and whiskey. It's fun here. Good luck with your channel, Brandon. Yeah, I mean, it's, I stopped through Cebu, never spent really any time in Cebu, but it's another bigger city, right? King of Prussia. I know right where King of Prussia is. Suburbs of Philly. I was out that way. But yeah, King of Prussia. I know where that's at, Brandon. Big King of Prussia mall out there. Probably one of the biggest malls on the East Coast and getting bigger. Yeah. Um, Crime is everywhere, but there's only a few places where you can lose your head. William says, I disagree as far as Thailand. There's essentially no crime here, especially for scams. It's safe day. It's safe day and night for everyone, including women and children. I don't know. I mean, I've never been to Thailand. Um, those that one have said it is uh, um, rather safe. Um, Essentially, no crime. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I don't know much about Thailand and its crime. Once again, I think it all has to do with the people. It's it's weird here. Where it's not weird where we live here. Actually, it's a good thing. A lot of times, like there were instances where people found phones, people found money right here on Siargao Island, and they've turned it into the police station. Wallets into the police station. Um, a lot of people here feel if they do somebody wrong by say taking a wallet, taking money, taking a phone, they feel it's going to come back on them. Maybe it's just the mentality of the people on this island. Um, but of course, do that in a bigger city. Drop your wallet, drop your phone. You're not going to see it. But yeah. Where are we at? Singapore Dan, good morning to you. Good morning, Brian. You're having blackout on your video. I don't know. Am I? I don't know. Let me. Oh no. I turned my camera. Off because I'm finishing up my breakfast. One dirty street steps over there. One dirty street stepping over urine in the gutter can always go flying or riding, racing, motorcycle at Clark International Speedway. You're correct, Gary. There's a lot to do up on Clark. MMB says, I have a recommendation for your channel as a subject. Put it out there. We can maybe talk about it. You should check out Dubai and Qatar too. No crime. Yeah. I was told that about Qatar and Dubai. I don't know. Like I said, I think it goes back to the people. Is it fear? Is it the fear that if they do something wrong, they know a harsh consequence will come? All right. That's enough. New Delhi, India is extremely unsafe, dangerous day and night. All right. We are, let's see, let me restart my camera. Do I have any egg on my face? Yeah. Anyways, let's get into the video subject. Is Angeles City the worst place to visit or vacation in the Philippines? What caught my attention was a video that somebody had put out. Let me find it here. I think they were an Australian couple, young couple. I think they're backpackers. They backpack around the Philippines, and what happened was they the name of the title of the video was called "Ridiculous Travel Rules: Stranded in the Worst City in the Philippines." That was their title. Like, all right, let me check it out. And they got stuck. They didn't get stuck in Angeles City. They came up to Angeles City. They were going out. They wanted to go out to Mount Pinatubo. All right. And he wanted to actually swim in Mount Pinatubo, which you could years ago. However, They stopped allowing that. Um, and I think you used to be able to camp up there. You still may be able to camp up there. I'm not sure. But I know you have to get permits. And you have to apply for these permits in advance to go up and do that. Um, do they still run daily trips up to Pinatubo where you can go up in the jeepney and all that? I couldn't tell you. I know when I was in Angeles City, they had that. You could sign up, go up, and do all that. But they didn't do their homework, and they got stuck in Angeles City, and they said it was the worst city in the Philippines. Nothing but a whore town, right? Dirty, filthy, beggars, this and that. I'm like, you never been to like a bigger city in the Philippines? You have that everywhere. Even on this small island here we live on, there's a couple you'll see. You'll see more of the Bagyao, they're called, that'll show up around the holidays asking for money. But I think what it was, he was so upset and angry that he couldn't get up to Pinatubo to do what he wanted to do, that just in a bad mood. You know what I mean? Just in a bad mood. I can't believe he didn't do his like research, especially as a backpacker, a traveler. And then they were complaining about, like I said, like the city being dirty and where we came from was so much better down south. We should go back. Well, yeah, you came from Siargao. You came from Siargao. You came from a beautiful island, beautiful atmosphere, jungle, lush greenery, beautiful ocean, scuba diving, fishing, all that other fun stuff. You came from there and you came up to a big city. I think it was a combination also of them traveling. They were tired and all that. But when the person said it's the worst place in the Philippines, I'm like, all right, worst place for who? For what? To visit? Visiting is different than living. We all know that. I can't let a bacon go to waste, can I? That's a sim. The lost my train of thought. Um, you can't, like I say, big difference between living and visiting. Like, you think about it, why would people come to Angeles City? All right. Besides the obvious, right? Besides the obvious, coming there, bar hopping, bar finding. You know what I'm talking about. No secrets. I don't hide secrets about the reality of that city and what goes on. But why would people come there? I know for a fact I have had subscribers over the years come to Angeles City for a couple of days just to meet me, meet other subscribers. They do. They're not, and they might come with their wife. They might come by themselves. But they would come there to meet. It's not like we're superstars. Well, some are superstars in their head. Somebody will say me, that's all right. But people would do that. And I'm like, you came all the way here. And like, yeah, I'm like, wow, greatly appreciate it. Plus, they want to see it, the curiosity of it. They're not into, like I said, they're not into the bar hopping, picking up the girls or anything like that. They just want to experience it, see what it's like. And then away they go. Bruce, I don't know if Bruce is still in here, but Bruce would come to Angeles City. Him and his wife, Angie. We'd sit and talk and hang out. And his intent wasn't to bar hop and, pick up women, because Angie would probably knock his head off. Right? Ricky says, AC definitely isn't a place for young backpackers. I hope they stay away. Backpackers annoy me. You know what? When I lived up there, I would see a few. I would not see a lot. First of all, they're not going to pay no 400 or 500 peso bar fine. That ain't happening. They travel cheap. They travel and eat as cheap as they can. Um, so, Ricky, I wouldn't recommend you coming down here to Sherry Island. It is loaded, loaded with backpackers. Um, but why else would people come there? I know there are people there that were stationed at Clark Air Base. They come back, they go on to Clark and relive their military days. Matthew Allen, sir, how are you? I hope you are doing well. So they'll come there for that. There's a lot of history up on Clark when it comes to the United States and World War II and the Japanese and the Philippines. A lot of history up there. Some of it's being like lost, I say. But there's there's quite a few monuments up there. You could spend a day just going around and just reading certain monuments, going to the museum. I always like going on Clark. I love going on Clark. I miss that I can't go and check out the hospital renovation, all that. I keep searching YouTube to see if anybody managed to get access to get in there, but nothing yet. What else? I mean, up on Clark, you have water parks up there. A big water park. Only one. There used to be two, but a huge water park. There's families that come up from Manila area up to Clark. They'll come up and they'll stay in Angeles City at one of the hotels. I'm not saying they're staying in the hotels around the Red Street area, but down further up on Clark towards Koreatown, and they vacation up on Clark. They even stay at hotels up on Clark. There's some beautiful hotels up on Clark with nice swimming pools, and I think the Hilton's up there, nice restaurants up there. So people will come for that. There's a zoo up there. There's a really nice big zoo up there that they built. People come up for that. What else? I mean, not only the bars, but there's a lot of good places to eat. A lot of good places. I don't know if I want to put a joke in here or not. I don't want to start World War III. Just watch where you order your over medium eggs. Food, like I said, there's a ton of food, tons of Western food to eat there. Go to the mall, Denny's, Subway, McDonald's, Jollibee. A lot of Filipino restaurants in there. A lot in Angeles City area. There's Italian, there's Mexican. You can get good burger. There's a ton of food. You're not going to go hungry trying to find something you want to eat. If you're not into the club scene, you know what I mean, going bar hopping, there's bars there that have live music. You're into live music on, you want a vacation and check out the live music and everything. There's a ton of, you can do that there. If you like dancing, there's disco clubs or dance clubs or whatever. I don't know how many there is now. At one point, I'm trying to think. At one point, let me count them. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dance clubs. And that's only, say, going from the beginning of Red Street by MacArthur Highway all the way down to Koreatown. And I don't know how many's left. I know one right there lasted about a year, and that went under. I watched that being built. That was nice, really, really nice. They put a lot of money into it. Then there was the other one that was up by the Jeepney terminal, like you're going to Candy Palace. That thing came up. That was a monster. Closed, reopened. They had Vice Ganda there, one of the big celebrities here in the Philippines. Closed. That one closed down. Then there was one down by the Clarkton Hotel. Now, I don't know if that one ever opened up or what, but there's places for that. There's many things to do. There's hot springs. You can go out to the hot spring outside, like you're heading towards Clark. It's out in the back area. Um, there are things to do. Go into Center City. You could go to Center City, the big old church there, Holy Rosary Parish, I think it's called, or what is it called? I can't remember. I walked by it a million times. You have that. I mean, that's just an old, cool church. There's a museum in downtown there. There's a lot to do. Eclipse is reopening again. New owner, Skytrax, Hammer, Megadance, still going strong, and several others. So there it is. I didn't know Eclipse reopened. New owner. But yeah, there are those places. Windchill says, I live in Candy Palace. Hey, you got a neighbor. Mike's your neighbor. Have we met? Oh, okay. So are the things to do. Would I go there and spend a week in Angeles City touring around? Nah. I mean, you want to see it, pick something to do, maybe 1 or 2 days. If the club scenes are not your thing to do, I don't know. I that's just me. But is it the worst place to visit? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. They like I said, the couple that did that video, it's called, I'll tell you what it's called. Ridiculous Travel Rules. Stranded in the worst city in the Philippines is the name of the video. Escape with Us is the channel. I just know they do a lot of traveling. Like I said, that just kind of caught my eye when I seen the title. But I can understand why. As soon as immediately surrounding candy palaces or slums, you're right. You're right. I've been in a lot of them areas. I've walked into a lot of them areas right by Candy Palace there. It's bad. It's run down. That's anywhere in a city. Tahoe has its problems. San Fernando has its problems. Manila, they all the cities have their problems. You know what I'm saying? It just is. Austin's Adventures. Phillies has good breakfast 8 days ago. Talking about Phillies, Lawson? Phillies? We was live video there. I don't know if you're talking about Phillies. Phil's, they have a decent breakfast. There's many decent breakfasts, places to eat. John Allen says, hey, John, how you doing? How are you doing, John? I've been AC many times. I've met a lot of great people like Philly Chubbs, Adrian, and many more. Yes, you have, John. I know you, John. Hello, Brian. God bless you and your family. Kuya Bear. Thank you, Kuya Bear. Wayne Header. You're not the Kuya Bear that has a YouTube channel, are you? I just would like to know that. I like watching everyone else. They're on Red Street now. Yeah, that's another thing I like to do. I sit and just people watch. You could sit and people watch all day long. Everything changes. Things change. The scenery changes from the morning to the afternoon to the night. I know a lot of people that just go and people watch. Nothing wrong with that. You get an eyeful. You will get an eyeful for sure up there on Walking Street. What's up, McLovin? How are you? James Gilbert said, Angeles City is for hot girls, not hot springs. That's what my wife just said. Well, she's true. I'm not going to disagree with your wife, James. I'm not going to. However, I will say, um, hot girls, but if you go out your Koreatown, go out like you're going to Clark Air Base, don't go on Clark Air Base, bear to the left, then the road swings to the right. Follow that road all the way out, and there's a nice hot spring out there. Really nice hot spring out that way. It's on the back side of Clark there. But hot girls and hot springs. Here's the weird thing. You travel around the Philippines, like down here. If I talk to people and hey, where are you from? Blah blah blah. And if I tell them, oh, I came from Angeles City area. Where's that? Where's that? Luzon. Oh, okay, Luzon. A lot of Filipinos don't even know about Angeles City. A lot don't. I just kind of just learned that, like here, talking to the locals. Hey, where are you from? And oh, where's it? Luzon. Now, when you say Luzon, they know what you're talking. They know Luzon, right? Manila, Luzon. P. Burgo Street is better than Red Street. That I don't know. I've been to P. Burgo Street, I think, 2 times. One time I was bar hopping with Joseph and Jinky. That was 4 years ago, pre-pandemic. We had a good time. We had a blast. And then when Lut and I flew out of Manila down here to Siargao Island one time, we stayed like 2 blocks off of P. Burgo Street, and we walked up onto P. Burgo Street and ate at what's it called? The filling station, I think it's called. Oh, that was a cool place. I never really hung out, partied. Not my thing, right? Joe, maganda no umaga. Kumusta, amigo? Maganda no umaga, Joe. Mayang buntag. Good morning, Jason Pike. Thank you for stopping in. It's not like it was 10 years ago. Now very run down. Too many Koreans who have no social skills. Yeah. It is what it is. Let them take it over. At least you're not tripping over zombies like any town or city in Canada. Marshmallow says, I was actually kind of amazed at all the families coming from Manila on the weekend. I always wonder what they do there. Yeah, they I think they go up on a lot of them go up on the Clark because there's a lot to offer up on Clark. I mean, even if you like the golf, there's golf courses up on Clark. If you want a vacation and golf, great. There's casinos. Yeah, obviously they're not walking down on Red Street with their kids, but then again, you never know. All right. Remember, Restaurant Entertainment District. Red. What else? What else would they do? You got Apple Market, which is a cool market. But yeah, I were to say, if I were to guess, a lot of them are going up on the Clark for the activities up there. And some of the hotels up on Clark are very nice, very expensive, but a lot of Filipinos like to pack about 8 people in one room. So they might find those deals down in Clark or down in Angeles City. Yeah. The Wishing Well. Winchester, a place called the Wishing Well in AC, has bands who sound exactly like the records. I know right where Wishing Well is. Walked by it many times. My first landlord's wife, what would be his father-in-law's family, actually owned the Wishing Well. That's one place I never stopped in, the Wishing Well. But yes, I was told about the Wishing Well. Oh, okay, John, you're going back soon. Maybe that chair will be there for you. I don't know. Do you have a chair anymore there? I don't know. I haven't. I don't know what's going on there at the hot spot. Um, but yeah, speaking of the hot spot, you know what? You can always go to Angeles City to visit Angeles City and buy a T-shirt from Adrian, shout out guy, right there on Walking Street every morning, unless he's sick or unless something comes up. He will sell you a shirt right there on Walking Street. Make sure to see Adrian, the shout out guy. He'll hook you up with shirts, whatever you want. You can always go visit Angeles City to go say hi to Adrian. No YouTube channel, Brian from Kuya Bear. All right, cool. Thank you. GR, how is the GR doing? Yes, you will. My God, an eye full of girls and no panties. Oh, no. We have lived in Angeles City for the past 5 years, and it works just perfect for us for many reasons. You are correct, Mike, and that's the difference between, I think, there's a big difference visiting and living. When you're visiting, you're bringing your money, you're hanging out, you are partying, you are there to spend your money. Money talks. Money talks. You can go in the club and you can throw your money around and you can make it rain and you can go crazy and you can basically do whatever you want as long as you're making the money rain. They will make exceptions to the rule. But now when you're living there, that's different. You're banking there. You're commuting or you're driving in traffic every day. You're dealing with the noise, the pollution, the loud motorcycles, the next door neighbor singing karaoke 2 a.m, out of stock, sir. Well, that's everywhere, out of stock. Big difference, big difference. It's a good city to live in. I'd rather live in Angeles City than Manila. I left Angeles City because I got tired of just the city. All right. But if you're a city person, it's a great city. I always say if you took Angeles City, Angeles, Angeles, there it is. I don't know any other pronunciation because I get told I don't know how to pronounce it correctly. So there it is. You put it by the ocean, not Subic Bay Ocean. That's for damn sure. More up north. It'd be the perfect city. It'd be a perfect city. You have everything there. What do you got? How many malls? You can stand at SM Mall, look across the road and see a new mall, right? Marquee Mall. There's 2 malls downtown at Angeles City. As you leave Angeles City going towards San Fernando, just when you get outside the boundary, there's another SM Mall. SNR. You've got, what's the other one? Landers. Anybody know how to stop Landers from sending emails? I keep getting emails from Landers. 50% off this weekend. Not near Landers anymore, right? Yeah. What else? Private schools. If you have children, you can. There's private schools. There's international private schools. There's Catholic schools. There's Baptist schools. There's all kinds of schooling there and colleges there. I actually, believe it or not, I spoke to a couple expats. Now, I was in downtown Angeles City there at the mall, and they actually told me are they lying? I don't know. But I can only go off of what they said. Like, I've never been down in that part of Angeles City, down towards the Walking Street area, unless I go over to the mall. So yeah, you can live there and not even go down in that area if it's not for you. There's an aqua park in the Angeles area. Yes, golf courses, Gold Resort stuff near the casino. Yeah. We were at Scorebirds contest. It was fun. there. Was that your first time at Scorebird's pool party? And a second question is, did you attend any of their previous pool parties prior to the lockdown? Night and day. Night and day. If you were there prior to the lockdown, it was fun. It was packed full of people, packed full of girls. It was fun. Now, just my opinion now, just my opinion. I don't want to start a war. That's just my opinion. Big difference. Been there, seen it, done it. Even if I was there, would I go back to do it? Maybe to film it. That's about it. Because to me, it you've seen it. I've seen it. Nothing changes. But I'm glad you had a good time. Oh, don't get me wrong. If you haven't been to a Scorebirds party, check it out. It's fun. It's a good time to me. I think they drag it out, but it's about making money. 500 pesos gets you in the door for consumables and eat, drink, whatever. But yeah, I'm glad you had a good time. It is. If you haven't can't compare it to the way it used to be, then yeah, yeah. Hey Brian, are there a lot of Baclaws in Siargao Island? I think I will avoid going there. Actually, I would say yeah. I would say yeah. Um, not. I see the lady boy. You know what I mean. You can understand something too. A lot of these younger, a lot of these younger crowd coming out of like Manila and stuff. They're young and I don't know if they have family that has money and stuff, but they come down and they're dressed nice. But like you see the lady boy, but there's a lot that work at the resorts here, the resorts, the restaurants, a lot of them. They come. I was told the majority of the Filipinos you see down around the General Luna area, that the tourist area, they're not even from the island. They weren't born here. They weren't raised here. They come here because there's money here for them to make. And a lot of the backlogs. If you're not familiar with a backlog, is a backlog is you're gay. You're gay. But they're very friendly. Not over the top friendly, but very friendly, very nice, very well mannered, very polite. I don't think I've ever. I don't think I've ever seen any of the staff here get mad at any of the people that are there eating in the restaurant, and trust me, they put up with a lot. Because sometimes people, they're hungry and they might have to wait a little longer for their meal, or they might order over medium eggs and it's not right. So they're cranky, right? And then they may take it out on the waitress or whatever. I have seen that ear hustling, and the waitresses, they're just friendly, very nice. Yeah, they're here. I know I went into a long ramble. ZZ Top beer with those no panties. What do you see your coconut farm, Brian? Living your dream. I don't have a coconut tree. Yes, I do have one planted. We do. We have a mini coconut tree planted. But I can walk across the street and there's coconuts across the street. I can walk in the back. There's coconuts up the back here. There's coconuts everywhere. Clark Medical Center has great health care. Yeah, that's the thing. Visiting or living. Even when you visit there, you could get hurt. Where are you going to go? You got Clark Medical. what is it? AUF. There's a couple of hospitals there. I know a person that comes to Angeles City to get his teeth done, and he lives in the Philippines. I forget where he told me he lived, maybe Davao City or somewhere. But he has a dentist up there that he's been using for such a long time that he'll actually make a trip up there. So they will go up just to see their dentist. I'm not flying halfway around the world to see a dentist, right? But you know what I'm saying. Joe S.A. Residing in Porac, literally at the border of Angeles City. Nice to live in a smaller town in Porac, but can drive a few minutes to AC to enjoy some good American style eats. Joe, here's my issue with Porac. But you are correct. Porac's just outside Angeles City. It's not a big, huge city. You're like the suburb of Angeles City. But here's my thing. I know people that live over there, and they always complain about brownouts. I don't know if they corrected that or not, but they always complained about brownouts. But you're right. Porac is a nice, I would call it a suburb of Philadelphia. We left Manila for Angeles City also. Oh, all right. Like, I didn't know that. Or did I know that? You probably told me. You probably told me, I think, that you were in Manila, but left to come to AC. Mothballs. I like that name, huh? Moth. M-O-T-H. Balls. What's that old joke when I was a kid? I remember I was a kid. Oh, you ever smell mothballs? Yeah. How'd you get their little legs apart? Come on, I know somebody's laughing. What time? 4:42 minutes. Let me copy this. If anybody wants to jump up and say hello, I'm going to put the link down here. I really don't. I'm not going to go real long today because I got to get down to Tapa. Mothballs watching from Bakersfield, California. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for stopping in from Bakersfield. I also had a very weird experience at Clark Medical. I've heard people have good experiences, people have bad experience. Mike, our Philippine journey, he loved it. He thought it was great. I got treated there when I first came over to the Philippines for my kidney stones. I was in there like 2 nights, and I thought they were. I didn't have a single problem. The only thing I had was I was wanting to leave. It's like, I want to leave. I want to leave. I want to leave. Oh, sir, you're going to have to wait. You're going to have to. I'm like, no, I want to leave. I'm done. And I guess I just wanted out. You know what I mean? I lost my patience. Don't get me wrong. I wasn't rude, screaming, nasty or anything like that. But I'm like, come on, I want to go, you know? But I had a good experience there. I did. I did have a good experience there. But like I said, it's like hit or miss. No, I had a let me say I had a 99.9% good experience there. The one kid couldn't get my vein, right? He couldn't get my vein. I mean, and it hurt. And he's like, all right. He goes, I guess we're going to have to try the other hand. I'm like, no, I guess you're not going to try the other hand. Somebody else is going to come in. But yeah, good and bad. I've heard it. Yeah, right. My other name is Blue John Tarzan. We need to talk about all the government pipe dreams and the plans forever of the new capital and all the new high-speed rails and high-tech cities. Oh yes, Jason Pike. I have tried tuba coconut wine. Where were we at? Oh, where we went up four wheeling couple weeks ago. They were selling tuba. However, they were out. But it was their own special tuba that they were selling. And I looked up in the coconut tree, and you could see where the hose. I don't know what they do up there. Somehow they take a hose, plug it into the coconut trees wherever, and then they put it into like a plastic container. But yes, I have tried. I've tried it. Matter of fact, well, it is probably 12 years ago. Before Lut and I got married down in the province. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. But people have their own recipes. They take the tuba, that hard wine from the coconut tree. They poured orange royal into it, and then they cracked an egg and put an egg into it, and then shuck it all up, shook it, shaked it all up, shaked it. Is that a word? Shooked it. Is that a word? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was give you gut rot, right? Does Lut miss Anne? I don't know. I don't ask her. Such a depth answer to a ladyboy question. Yeah, sometimes I go on these rambles. My first referral. I love to get a good dentist. My only experience is cleaning. My first referral was not good. I don't know where you live, Windchill. Or wait. Ask around. Ask around, look it up, talk to other expats, see where they go. There was a woman right there in Angeles City. I went from day one. Dr. Martinez. She's down right across from ZRV Breakfast. I've gone to her. Lut has gone to her. Hannah Grace, our daughter, has gone to her. Bing Bing has gone to her. I've referred many people to her, and everybody says positive things. Like they all thought she was good. But ask around. Yeah. Speaking of dentists, that little fire that happened, a little electrical fire. Nobody was in a hurry. Nobody even people just stood up and looked. Somebody gave me shit because I didn't jump up and run in and save my wife. I was sitting at the little coffee shop, nonchalantly drinking my coffee. Nobody jumped up and did nothing. You know, when that happened, within a minute, everybody in the dentist's office was out. They were out. Nobody was running in trying to be a hero. You know, people just sit around and they just kind of look. But yeah, that was fun. John Allen, how are you doing, John Allen?
Doing good, Brian. How about yourself?
Hang on, I got a major loud feedback here. I don't know if it's my end or your end. All right, I'm doing good, John. You're looking good.
Getting old.
What? So you're going back? When are you going back, John?
I hope to be there in July.
Okay.
Yeah, I was trying earlier, but
I can't remember. You like going back and forth, or?
Oh yeah.
You're not. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of people that do that. Like John. John spends time in the Philippines and then boom, back home, and then back, and there's nothing wrong with that. You get to the point after you've been here and you're ready to go back. You're ready to go back.
Yeah, it'll be my 7th time since he opened up.
Okay, 7. Wow, awesome. Hey, Mike, our Philippine journey has joined us also.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining. Good morning to you.
Good. So
Yes.
Clark
Yeah,
and
probably,
Angeles.
Adrian had to leave in front of he had to leave the hotspot, so he moved over to Carousel Bar.
He's not on the walking street no more.
Yeah, he is. He's at
Oh,
Carousel
okay.
Bar.
Yeah. Like I said, if you want to visit Angeles City, go get a t-shirt. Yeah. So Mike, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts about visiting compared to living?
Well, I think that if you want, I think to live in Angeles City, you need a reason to live in Angeles City, and it's not diversified enough to have everything in the world. But with respect to what it does have, um, it's got restaurants. I can go to all kinds of restaurants in this, Chili's, Fridays, um, uh, the Texas Longhorse, Longhouse, whatever, Texas Roadhouse. Um, we can go to Bellissimo. We can go to Pacific Coast. We can go, there's all kinds of restaurants. When it comes to communities of people, I think that's an important thing for some people. I'm a social person. And so, I'd like to discuss things that pertain to life here in the Philippines and America. And so having an expat population helps that. With respect to travel, you just can't beat Clark.
Right.
There are, I looked yesterday because I was thinking of a different video, and I looked yesterday. There are 23 international destinations nonstop. 23, I'm sorry. 23 international destinations nonstop daily, some of them multiple times a day out of Clark. Arlene and I just got back from Thailand.
Right.
We went to Clark. We walked in the front door. We checked 2 bags. We went through immigration. Then we went through security, and we went to our gate. And the entire process was 23 minutes. Coming back, we cleared immigration, customs, and were in baggage claim in 11 minutes.
Right.
Try and do that in Manila.
Exactly. And here's another thing too. In Manila, or you go to some airports, you're walking. Clark, I mean, I flew international out of there back to the States, and I flew domestic out of there. And it's so easy. You can be from downtown, Fields Avenue area to the Clark Airport in 15, 20 minutes?
Oh, yeah.
You're not fighting traffic. You don't have to deal with that. And they drop you off right there. And you walk in, it is a super easy process. That's another thing. Like, by the way, flights leave 3 times a week from Clark to Siargao Island 3 times a week. Just to let people know out there. But yeah, it's.
I mean, it's I fly my daughter here every year. Every summer, my daughter comes here, and I fly her in, and we fly her into Clark, and she has no problems at all. Now she can't get a direct flight yet from the U.S. She connects either through Seoul or Taipei or Tokyo, but still right into Clark, no problem whatsoever. As far as Clark Medical goes, you know, I've had 2 cardiac caths, 4 stents at Clark Medical. Great experience on both of them. All right.
Right.
Mike, the guy that owns Tequila Reef, he's had 2 total shoulder replacements at Clark. No problem, swears by it. I mean, and Mike's he's an ex Navy pilot. He could easily just head to the U.S. and have TRICARE take care of it. And I think TRICARE actually does take care of part of his over there. I know you haven't been gone long, but the construction on the train, that whole section from SM going into Clark Clark
Right.
Clark Airport, that thing's just going gangbusters. I mean, I think one of the biggest holdups is just going to be getting that section, and you're more familiar with this than I am. The section that's going to go from SM down. It's got to go through that squatter area. It's got to get across It's got to get across Perimeter Road. It's got to go down that whole route.
The river and all that. Yeah. And not only that, but those people on that back side of Candy, well, they get to look at that train hole.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I mean,
better than
I
looking
live
at what you're looking at now. You know what
exactly.
I mean? On that back side. Yeah.
Look, I got to tell you, we had our choice. We could have bought a unit. We own a unit at Candy. All right. We have a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 120 square meter condo here at Candy. And we had a choice. We could have gotten that model facing Pinatubo, or we could have gotten facing the backside of Riot.
Right.
And something? I said, do I want to sit there and look at Pinatubo and worry about the train, or do I want to sit on my balcony at 3 a.m. having my coffee and watch the drunk Koreans and bar girls come in?
Right.
It's pure entertainment.
Yeah.
I have no problem with it. We live a flight away. We have that, we have a house down in Mindanao. Arlen's family is down in Mindanao. It's a quick hop, skip, and a jump flight. We do have a layover in Cebu. We can go direct back from Butuan, but we have to lay over going over. No, we go straight, but either way. But I live far enough away from the in-laws. They're not dropping by for an evening of Red Horse. And it works great for us. You got to have a reason. If your only reason is to bar hop,
then
just
great to visit.
Great place. Yeah. Great to visit. Yeah. Great to visit.
Now you say like, I don't want to live like people, living far away from their family and stuff. So they I don't want to live close to my family here. I want them to move in. I want to move in with my family. It's a nightmare. That's the worst thing. Bad advice. Hey, it is what it is. You deal with it. It's a challenge.
White Samurai. So nice to see you again as well. Thank you for that. I am justifying all my life choices, because I don't talk about the poor life choices I made. If you want, one day we can discuss the poor life choices I made, just like I'm sure you must have. But the issue is I don't want to live. It's not that I care that much about. We fly our Lynn's family up here occasionally. That's not a problem. They stay with us, occasionally. But
Right.
where they live, where we built a house, it's just not the type of lifestyle that I
Sure.
want. Just like you. I don't know that you know what? I'm not even going to say that. I know I could not live the way you live, but you enjoy it. It's the explorer part of you. It's the part of you that it's just like the old hospital and how it meant so much to you to watch it, the history, the understanding of it, um, everything that goes along with it. But it's just not me.
Right. Right. Well, you never know. When I get old like you,
Exactly.
maybe I'll be sitting in a condo drinking out of my frozen coffee mug.
Absolutely. Olaf all the way, man.
Hey,
I'll tell you, it's funny. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh
My
no!
daughter.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
My daughter gave me a cup just like this with the Grinch on it. And it got broken. So she replaced it with this Olaf one. And I said, that just doesn't represent me as much as the Grinch, but that's okay. So what were you saying, Brian? I'm sorry.
Hang on a second. I seen this comment from Anita One. I don't know if she's still in the room. She says, how safe do you think it would be for two older sisters to visit Clark for a class reunion? Not safe enough for two women by themselves or maybe with a group on Clark? You're fine. Even Angeles City, you're fine. You're older, you're smarter, you're going to know, all right, I'm taking a cab somewhere, or I'm taking Grab is going to take me from point A to point B. It's like we always say, at night, don't even walk 2 blocks off Walking Street. You're running a risk. Can anything happen to you? Sure. Is it more than likely nothing going to happen? Sure, but you never know. But on Clark, yeah, because you're not getting around Clark unless you rent a car, or because there's no trikes up there. Grab cars will take you wherever you want. I think, they're smarter and they're older. Of course, you always got to pay attention to what's going on. A group is better. Definitely, a group is a lot better. I don't know.
Yeah, if she's gonna be on Clark, I mean, she's in high-end hotels and resorts. It's a piece of cake. I wouldn't have an issue with Arlen going there or something like that.
Right. But yeah, Anita, yeah, you'll be all right. I don't, like I said, it's not as dangerous. The Philippines isn't as dangerous as some people make it out to be. It's just not.
If you look at, say, LA, you look at New York, you look at Boston, and you look at like Fenway or 42nd Street, Times Square, or
Philly.
Beverly Hills, Wilshire, and you go 2 blocks off, all right, 2 blocks off at 3:00 in the morning, you're no safer there than you are here.
Right.
I don't think that's it's an opinion. I got nothing that backs it up.
Right. We don't have the facts.
Yeah. But I mean, we've never had an issue. Arlen and I've never had an issue here with safety that we know of. Maybe we were the target, but never anybody acted on it or something like that. That's for sure. And we're in trikes, cabs. Arlen drives all over this damn town.
Right. Yeah. Well, you know what, Mike? I got to cut this one out. I got to get to down to Daul. They finally, my bike is a 2019 NMAX. Dao of Yamaha just emailed me a couple of weeks ago and said my license plate is available for pickup. It took that long. That long.
My God.
However, I can't obviously go there and get it. So I have to write a letter authorizing a friend of mine there to pick it up. And I have to photocopy my license or ID and do 3 signatures on it. And then he can go in there and pick up my plate for me. Hopefully. That's what they told me. But it might be, no, you need it in a PDF form, or you never know.
All right.
But
good,
yeah,
good luck with that, Brian.
I got to cut this one. Thanks for joining the live stream, Mike.
Take care. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Tell Lot I always said hi.
Will do. Enjoy your day, Mike. Oh, yeah, guys. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? 2000. Hey, Victor C., how are you? I seen you jump in. How are you doing? And 10 rides. How are you doing? Can't live in fear all your life. Take a rest. You are correct. But isn't that crazy? 2019? It's 2025. Almost 6 years to get my a license plate for my motorbike. No hurry. No hurry. And, I bought a motorbike in 2012. Yamaha, a Honda TMX 155. First motorbike I bought here in the Philippines. When I went back to the States, I actually had it shipped down to Mindanao here. And the year that I bought it was the year they were doing some type of change with the license plating and the license plating number and all that. They were switching over. I have never, ever got that plate for that bike. I don't even know where the bike's still down there. It's probably on the junk pile by now. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like when you buy a motorbike, you don't get the ORCR. You got to wait for that. That's your registration, ownership of the motorbike and everything. And that could take a couple weeks for you to get them paperwork. And they tell you you're not allowed to ride your motorbike until you get an ORCR. Okay, so how do I get my motorbike home? I'm throw it on a truck. It's crazy. And now I've heard many things. It's like they say you're not supposed to, or you're according to whatever, you're not supposed to. Then I'm told, and I was told this by the PNP and the LTO, that as long as you have a copy of your sales receipt in your motorbike, you'll be okay. I don't know anybody that has ever gotten stopped with just a receipt in their motorbike saying, I bought this. I'm waiting for the ORCR to come in, because they all know. LTO knows, all the authorities, traffic, and all, they all know that you wait for that paperwork to get it. Yeah. But isn't that crazy? That's crazy. So, I got to go to Dao. Hopefully, just a simple letter. They said, write a simple letter saying you authorize so-and-so to pick up your plate, and then take my ID, scan that, copy it, and then do 3 signatures, and then send it away. My scanner, I had a scanner here, but it just, I don't know what was wrong with it. I actually gave it to my trike driver. I'm like, look, dude, if you can fix it, it's all yours. He'll use it for his little business or whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I got to head down there. What time is it? 10, 12. Yeah. Oh, and I went to the bank yesterday. If you watch my video about a bank and should you pay off security guards and all that, let's just say we were in and out of the bank in 15 minutes. That's all I got to say about that. So, all right, guys, once again, thanks for stopping in, saying hello. Your questions Those that are new to the channel, thank you. Those that are continuing to follow me throughout our journey here, thank you so much. I don't know what I don't have anything planned. The week, what is it? Thursday, Wednesday. I don't even know what day it is. Wednesday. Yeah, I don't know. There's a couple of things we want to go check out. So we'll get that out, and then maybe next weekend or this week. I'm supposed to get my air conditioning this week, hopefully. Head over to General Luna, check it out. So anyways, guys, once again, thank you so much, and we shall talk to you later.